The Sahara Desert, a name that evokes images of vast, scorching sands stretching as far as the eye can see. It is a place of extremes, where temperatures soar during the day and plummet at night. The Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world, covering an area almost as large as the United States. Towering sand dunes, sculpted by the wind into ever-changing shapes, dominate the landscape. Yet, amidst the sand, one finds rocky plateaus, rugged mountains, and hidden oases. The Sahara is a reminder that even in the harshest environments, life finds a way. The Sahara has been a place of human presence for millennia. Ancient civilizations thrived on its fringes, leaving behind a legacy of rock art, settlements, and stories. These remnants whisper of a time when the Sahara was a greener, more hospitable place. The allure of the Sahara extends beyond its history. Its vastness and emptiness offer a sense of freedom and escape. It is a place where one can disconnect from the modern world and reconnect with nature in its rawest form. The Sahara Desert is often described as a continent within a continent due to its sheer size and geographical diversity. Spanning over 9.2 million square kilometers, it is the world's largest hot desert, encompassing much of North Africa. Its boundaries are not defined by coastlines, but rather by gradual transitions from arid desert to semi-arid regions. This vast expanse crosses 11 countries, shaping their landscapes and cultures. From the Atlantic coast of Morocco in the west to the Red Sea shores of Egypt in the east, the Sahara stretches over 5,600 kilometers. Its northern border touches the Mediterranean Sea, while its southern reaches blend into the Sahel, a semi-arid transition zone leading to the savannas of sub-Saharan Africa. While the Sahara conjures images of endless sand dunes, its landscape is surprisingly diverse. Vast seas of sand cover only about 20% of the desert. These dunes, sculpted by the wind into ever-changing shapes and patterns, create a mesmerizing and otherworldly landscape. Beyond the ergs lie vast stretches of rocky plateaus known as hamadas. The Sahara is also home to mountain ranges that rise dramatically from the desert floor. The Tibesti Mountains in Chad, with volcanic peaks reaching over 3,400 meters, offer a respite from the scorching heat of the lowlands. Amidst the arid expanse of the Sahara, oases emerge as islands of life, offering a stark contrast to the surrounding desert. These fertile areas, fed by underground water sources or rare springs, support a surprising abundance of life. Date palms, with their feathery fronds providing shade from the scorching sun, are a common sight in Saharan oases. Oases have played a vital role in Saharan life for centuries, providing sustenance and shelter for both humans and animals. They have served as vital stopping points for trade caravans traversing the desert, offering respite and replenishment. The availability of water allows for agriculture, with crops like dates, olives, and grains thriving in these microclimates. The Sahara Desert is synonymous with extreme heat. The sun beats down relentlessly, baking the sand and pushing temperatures to astonishing highs. Daytime temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, hot enough to fry an egg on the sand. As quickly as the sun heats the desert during the day, the absence of cloud cover and low humidity allow for rapid heat loss at night. Temperatures can plummet dramatically, falling below freezing in some areas. This extreme diurnal temperature range is a defining characteristic of the Sahara's climate. Despite the harsh conditions, the Sahara is far from lifeless. Over the millennia, plants and animals have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive in this extreme environment. Succulents, like cacti, store water in their thick stems and leaves, allowing them to survive long periods of drought. Many animals are nocturnal, avoiding the scorching daytime temperatures by hunting and foraging at night when it's cooler. The fennec fox, with its large ears that help dissipate heat, is a prime example. The Sahara is home to a surprising diversity of insects, reptiles, and even mammals. Life in the Sahara exists in a delicate balance, finely tuned to the rhythms of the desert. Plants and animals have evolved complex relationships, relying on each other for survival. The loss of even a single species can have cascading effects on the entire ecosystem. The harshness of the Sahara's environment has also shaped the cultures of the people who call it home. Nomadic tribes have roamed the Sahara for centuries, developing intimate knowledge of the desert's rhythms and resources. Their traditional lifestyles are a testament to human resilience and adaptability. The Sahara Desert, a seemingly barren expanse, holds a treasure trove of secrets beneath its sands. These remnants of a bygone era paint a vivid picture of a time when the Sahara was a greener, more hospitable place. Rock art, scattered across the Sahara, offers a glimpse into the lives of the people who once inhabited this region. These ancient paintings and engravings depict animals like elephants and giraffes, evidence of a time when the Sahara was a lush savanna. Fossils, too, tell a tale of the Sahara's transformation. Discoveries of dinosaur bones, petrified forests, and ancient lake beds reveal a dramatic shift in the region's climate over millions of years. The Sahara Desert, often perceived as a barrier, has long been a crossroads of cultures and commerce. Ancient trade routes crisscrossed its vast expanse, connecting the Mediterranean world with sub-Saharan Africa. Camels, known as the ships of the desert, played a pivotal role in Saharan trade. Their ability to endure long journeys without water made them ideal for transporting goods across the unforgiving terrain. Gold, salt, ivory, and slaves were among the most valuable commodities traded across the Sahara. The trans-Saharan trade routes were not just conduits for goods, but also for the exchange of knowledge and ideas. The Sahara Desert, far from being a static landscape, is in a state of constant flux. Its sand dunes, sculpted by the wind, are constantly shifting, their shapes morphing with each gust. The wind, a constant presence in the Sahara, is the primary architect of this ever-changing landscape. Temperature fluctuations also play a role in shaping the Sahara's landscape. The extreme diurnal temperature range, with scorching daytime heat, followed by rapid nighttime cooling, causes rocks to expand and contract. Flash floods, though infrequent, can dramatically alter the Sahara's landscape. The Sahara Desert, despite its harsh conditions, has been home to nomadic tribes for millennia. These groups, often referred to as children of the dunes, have adapted their lives to the rhythm of the desert. Their survival depends on their intimate knowledge of the land and its limited resources. The Tuareg, shrouded in blue veils, are iconic of the Sahara's nomadic people. Known for their fierce independence, they roam the central and southern Sahara. The cultural heritage of the Sahara's nomadic people is as rich and diverse as the desert itself. Their traditions, stories, and art forms are a testament to their resilience. However, these traditions face increasing pressure from modernization and climate change. Oral storytelling is how history, knowledge, and values are passed down. Elders share tales of their ancestors and encounters with the spirits of the desert. These stories, often accompanied by music, preserve their cultural memory. The Sahara's silence is often broken by haunting melodies and rhythmic beats. Music and dance are integral to nomadic life, expressing joy, sorrow, and connection to the desert. These art forms, passed down through generations, reflect the soul of the Sahara. The Tuareg's 10-day music features the melancholic imzad, played by women. Gnawa music, with its hypnotic rhythms, connects to the spiritual realm. The Sahara Desert, a place of extremes, faces a growing threat: desertification. This gradual process, driven by a complex interplay of climate change and human activities, is causing the desert to expand, encroaching on once fertile land and threatening the livelihoods of millions. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humans and their environment. Desertification in the Sahara is exacerbated by several factors. Overgrazing, driven by increasing livestock populations, strips the land of its protective vegetation, leaving the soil vulnerable to erosion by wind and rain. Deforestation, for fuel wood and to clear land for agriculture, further degrades the soil and disrupts the delicate water cycle. Climate change adds another layer of complexity. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns are increasing the frequency and intensity of droughts, further stressing the already fragile ecosystem. As the land degrades, it loses its ability to retain moisture, creating a vicious cycle that accelerates desertification. The consequences of desertification are far-reaching. Loss of fertile land leads to decreased agricultural productivity, threatening food security for communities living on the desert's edge. Scarcity of resources can exacerbate conflicts over land and water, leading to displacement and migration. Desertification is not just an environmental issue, it's a humanitarian one. The Sahara Desert, shaped by millennia of climatic shifts, is facing an uncertain future due to climate change. Rising global temperatures are altering rainfall patterns and increasing extreme weather events. This unpredictability challenges the people, plants, and animals adapted to the desert's harsh conditions. Extreme weather events, like heat waves and flash floods, are becoming more common. Climate change threatens the Sahara's unique biodiversity. Amidst the challenges of desertification and climate change, there is hope. Across the Sahara, communities, governments, and organizations are working together to combat desertification, promote sustainable practices, and protect the fragile ecosystem for future generations. These guardians of the desert are demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, resilience and innovation can prevail. One promising approach is the Great Green Wall Initiative, an ambitious project aimed at creating a wall of trees and vegetation across the width of Africa, along the southern edge of the Sahara. This green belt aims to halt the advance of the desert, restore degraded land, and create economic opportunities for local communities. Sustainable land management practices are crucial for combating desertification. Rotational grazing, which allows vegetation time to recover, can prevent overgrazing. Water harvesting techniques, like building small dams and collecting rainwater, can help conserve precious water resources. Promoting drought-resistant crops and agroforestry systems can enhance food security while minimizing environmental impact. Protecting the Sahara's biodiversity is another key conservation priority. Establishing protected areas, like national parks and reserves, can safeguard critical habitats for endangered species. Community-based conservation programs, which empower local communities to manage their natural resources sustainably, are proving particularly effective. The Sahara Desert, often perceived as a remote and desolate expanse, is intricately connected to the wider world. Its influence extends far beyond its geographical boundaries, shaping global climate patterns and influencing cultural exchange. The Sahara's vast size and unique geography play a crucial role in regulating global climate patterns. Its bright, reflective surface reflects a significant amount of solar radiation back into space. The Sahara also acts as a source of dust and aerosols, impacting air quality and cloud formation. Historically, the Sahara has served as a bridge between cultures, connecting North Africa with Sub-Saharan Africa. The trans-Saharan trade routes facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The Sahara's legacy is woven into the fabric of human civilization, The Sahara Desert faces unprecedented challenges in the 21st century. Climate change and population pressures strain this fragile ecosystem. Amidst these challenges lie opportunities for innovation and sustainable development. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power have enormous potential here. The Sahara Desert, with its vastness and beauty, reminds us that we are all interconnected. Its future depends on our collective actions. Protecting this fragile ecosystem requires global effort. Promoting sustainable practices benefits both people and the environment. Supporting traditional knowledge is essential for sustainable resource management. Educating future generations about the desert's importance is crucial. Protecting the Sahara is a shared responsibility, calling for global cooperation and innovation.